Yeah, if you're looking to build a more solid and repeatable golf swing, then get ready for some major upgrades and in a hurry. Because right after this, I'm going to show you this absolutely fantastic drill that's going to help you look more like the swings you see on TV. Stay tuned. Hey, I hope you enjoy the content. You'll support the channel by heading over to hititlonger.com for lots more free content and really cool endorsed products. Links down below. All right, so two major areas where average golfers, heck, even really good golfers all the way down to some low handicaps are very weak in is during the downswing, where the guys on TV that you see will shallow the club as they start down. It looks kind of like that as they pivot over, and they're really good at maintaining their initial bow, the initial hip flexion, or you could say the tail line back. What you see a lot of in the average golfer is, of course, a much steeper, more vertical shaft and more of a humping move like this, or an early extension, to where they look more like this halfway down. Now, once you can develop those two skills of maintaining the rump line, staying in posture, and getting the shaft to shallow, the amount of power, compression, and accuracy will absolutely leap light years forward. And I've got a really easy drill for you to do that's going to help you with that. All you need for this exercise is just a simple alignment stick. All I'm going to do here is, watch this, I'm going to thread this thing through two belt loops here, just like that. Okay, so I've got it threaded through the belt loops nice and tight. All you got to do is hit golf balls like this. What this stick is going to end up doing is it's going to force your elbow to move in front of the stick. If you did this, it would fall behind the stick and it would not allow you to hit a golf ball. So the elbow is going to have to move in front of the stick and clear the stick on the way down, just like you were moving into a rock skipping position. And that's going to give you two things. It's going to force you, number one, to supinate or externally rotate the arm to get the shaft to shallow, just like that. If you just pulled it down straight or you did not rotate it this way, then your elbow's going to fall behind the stick and you'll get stuck. Now, the second thing it's going to do is force you to keep your rump back. Otherwise, if you were to thrust the hips forward, you see you're thrusting the stick out to where it becomes impossible to clear the stick without whiffing the ball altogether. You have to stay down over it as you go through impact, also because dropping the shaft onto this angle, if you were to stand up, you would just swing through air. So a taller body through impact necessitates more of a vertical shaft plane on the downswing. This is going to solve both, but I highly recommend you go very gentle, very slow, not full swings at first. Let's just try a half a swing here. Very possible at first that your striking quality goes way out the window. Get prepared for a different move than you're used to. So after you kind of get the hang of some half swings, you can start working not just a little bit longer, but for a little bit more power. I'm going to try to wind this into a little bigger position this time. Let's go back and take a look at a slow-mo of that swing, and you can see that, boy, very early on in the downswing as I transition over, the elbow immediately moving in front of the stick, just out of survival mode, is causing that club to shallow immediately and dramatically. You also see there's not a single ounce of standing up in the swing either. I'm really keeping the rump back, keeping my chest over the ball and maintaining the original amount of flexion that I started with address. So it's pretty hard to fool the stick drill. I haven't failed yet, but I would be really scared to drop the elbow behind the stick and get it stuck. Might be a little bit of a harsh reality to a downswing there. But to avoid that, start incredibly small, start incredibly slow and easy, and you might even start without a golf ball first, like this. You'll do about 10 or 15 in a row with the stick, and then you might just take the stick out again, move it to the side, and then you might try to hit some shot where you kind of inject the feeling that you had during those drill swings. Something like that. Now you can see in the slow-mo replay how the club shaft shallows or drops as I start to step over onto my left foot and turn my chest. And you can also see my rump resisting coming forward. In fact, if anything, it might be backing up a little bit in order to accommodate this right elbow getting in front. You're just not going to do this and force the elbow in front. The elbow is only going to get in front of the pocket, in front of the hip as you swing past by keeping the rump back. Essentially, it's going to turn you into a submarine style throwing machine, just like most of the guys you see on TV every weekend. All right, I hope you give this amazing drill a try. Just remember, thread this alignment stick through 2 belt loops, gently hit some golf balls with it, work your way up, and then hit some without, trying to maintain the feel that you had during. It'll take you some practice, as everything good does, but I hope you'll come back and leave a comment and tell me how it worked for you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Steve, and as usual, I will either see you in the next video or I will see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.